Yeah. Yeah. Come and never sleep on me. Eyes on my chain, 숙여 너의 고개를 what you looking at fool. 너의 눈 흐리 멍텅했고 find your comfort from another yeah. I go low like undercover yeah. Wanna know my name 죽지 않은 일은 위에 부어버려 기름 guess you can't even guess me cause I'm baby high low로 확실해 not like maybe Baby let me welcome to my palace 찾지 않아 Alice you just keep on wonder You just keep on wonder 찾지 않아 Alice 버려 너의 memory I just pop a bin Danny have been 나는 걸어 Boeing 747 I get weak
All right, what's up, party people? So, for your ears only, a Bondcast returns. Of course, I've got my boy Caleb Mabry. I mean, look at him right now with his Hawaiian shirt on. It's looking like Miami Vice up in here. Caleb, how are you?
I'm good.
Colton Flatt, how are you? We got the gem of the Confederacy, the Savannah's favorite lad. How are you, my boy?
I'm good. How are you
Savannah's
guys?
favorite lad. I like that.
And of course, you got myself, Jonathan Lonham. Nice to meet you. Nice to. What's wrong with me? Nice to see all of you. I got a little bit into it there.
It's
I feel
okay.
like we are meeting for the first time. I haven't seen you guys in forever.
It has been a minute.
A long time. Always good to see you guys, though.
And of course, today we're here to talk about, obsess over, whatever you want to call it, the new James Bond game by IO Interactive, 007 First Light. So I'm going to go ahead and start off, guys. I love it.
Yeah.
Superb.
Yeah.
So, a little bit of backstory. I was in Africa whenever this game came out, and I guess I was deliberately trying not to think about it too much because I knew it was going to come out before I got back. But I remember I hit Colton up because I guess I just finally, couldn't stand it anymore. I hit Colton up, and he was like, "Yeah, Caleb's already beat it." I was like, "Oh my God!" Like,
yeah, I kind of just as soon as I started playing it, I kind of just put the pedal to the floor and didn't quit.
I understand.
I really don't blame you. If I had more time, I would have tried to do the same.
Well, when did it come out? Like what day of the week did it come out?
Well, it was the 27th, I believe. I can't remember what day it was. Was that a Thursday? I really don't know.
I think it was a Thursday. So yeah, so I downloaded that day, played it a little bit that evening, and then Friday evening, it was just balls to the wall, and I wound up beating it that night.
Come out on Wednesday. I looked at the calendar on the
Okay.
computer.
Yeah, that makes more sense actually. But yeah.
I had to drive all the way to Florence, Alabama, and pick up my copy since they closed our GameStop because I had pre-ordered it before they moved.
Oh, you did? Oh man.
Yeah, but they still have my copy. I would have
They
drove
are.
twice the distance to pick it up. Like
Yeah.
worth it.
So I'm going to interrupt the bond speak for a second and ask Caleb, for my own curiosity and all those people out in TV land, where are you at, my friend?
I'm in a undisclosed location.
Okay.
Top secret.
Yeah. I'm somewhere in Florida.
Okay. Kind of like a License to Kill vibe going on.
Yeah, yeah, actually. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. I'm after a drug kingpin right now, so can't really say much about it.
Understood. Understood. Need to know.
Precisely.
So, before we get started, what would you guys rate the game? It's 10 out of 10 for me.
Not to sound like a glazer, but definitely 10 out of 10 for me.
Man, I wanted to give it a 10 out of 10 myself, but now I got to play devil's advocate. I'll give it a 9.9.
Gotcha. So I guess we just do like we always do and start at the beginning. So we got Bond in Iceland, and he's like an air crewman for the Royal Navy and gets shot out of the sky. And so what'd you guys think about the First part.
I thought it was really cool seeing Bond prior to the Bond we know, really.
Yeah.
Like, I thought it was awesome that you're just dropped into this pretty much a lose-lose situation. Like, it gave me, not to not to say it's something else, but it reminded me of one of the Uncharted games where you start out like on the top of a mountain or something after a train wreck or it was a train wreck or a plane crash, something. It reminded me of that, but like better, I guess.
I've heard a lot of people describe this game as Hitman meets Uncharted. And I played one of the Uncharted games like a decade ago. And I mean, I remember enjoying it a lot, but I haven't played them in a long time.
Uh,
So go ahead.
those games are really enjoyable. I haven't played them since I think they remastered or they might not remake. They might have just like put them on the new system or whatever. I don't know the details, but I really loved them on the old gen, so they
Yeah.
might be worth going back and playing again. They're really beautiful looking games.
You played them, Caleb?
Not a lot, no. I played bits and pieces of. I couldn't even tell you which one, but they're well made. They're well made games, from what I can tell.
I think they're
So,
Um,
pretty. I didn't mean to cut you off, Caleb. I'm
no,
sorry.
good.
I think they're pretty cinematic in nature, which I think how cinematic First Light is what reminds folks of Uncharted. Because
I think so.
cinematic, or because First Light could be a movie. Like I would go watch if this was an animated Bond film, I would watch the hell out of it.
Yeah, me too.
I have so
So,
many questions. So mm, this is its own universe, obviously, and I know you guys probably don't want to get into like the mechanisms of how's this universe different than the cinematic universe or the written universe. But
well,
like
we can totally get into that if you want
we
to.
we totally could. But so so he never reaches commander rank
You
in
know,
this.
Caleb, I had the same thought. Like I thought the same thing. So do you have the outfit of
Yeah,
Bond in the naval uniform?
yeah. So he's just still in valor.
Like I don't know. Like I mean I've truly wondered the same thing. I was like, so is we just not gonna do the famous commander ranking of Bond? Like
Well, yeah. So he's an air crewman unless he gets like an honorary
yeah,
promotion to commander. That's like a big part of the character to me.
yeah,
So for most other people, it probably doesn't matter. So it's a minor. I wouldn't even call it a gripe. Just something I noticed.
yeah. I
I
noticed it
would
too.
say that I do think it's like he is referenced to that in the movies several times.
Yeah,
So
we see him wearing the naval uniform a lot.
yeah. So
Um,
maybe it'll be something they address like in other games. Like maybe it's awarded to him posthumously for his mission.
yeah.
Like I
Well,
don't know.
is that the same thing as receiving like an honorary commander ranking? I guess, or is that?
I would assume,
Yeah,
but also I don't know enough about the military to where I don't want to be that guy
I don't
that's
think
just
any of us.
No. Um, you know, there was a Bond novel, one of the Fleming novels, where Bond made reference to how he was a quote chocolate sailor during World War II, which means that like he wasn't really like out there sailing and stuff. He was just basically like doing. I think what they were alluding to, he was doing spy stuff, and they just like basically gave him a rank. So maybe that's what
Oh,
they'll do. You know what I mean?
that
Like,
makes yeah, that makes perfect sense. Like
um,
that'd be awesome.
if they were to apply that to the game
yeah.
universe somehow, that's fine.
And also, I want to bring this up. So, in the John Gardner novels, in one of them, Bond actually gets promotion and goes from a commander to a captain. And then in um, one of the Raymond Benson novels, he Like, I mean, Raymond Benson just ignored that whole thing and just put him back as a commander. So
Oh,
you could say that he got demoted if you wanted to.
so
Yeah, he certainly does enough stuff to get demoted
Oh yeah,
sometimes.
most definitely.
So,
that's a good point. Yeah.
Um,
One more question.
go ahead.
This man, this stood out to me since the marketing for the game started. Literally nobody I've seen like who has played the game or like anybody who has talked about the game in general has mentioned the scar. And most people know Bond from the cinematic universe, I guess. Um, and I find that really odd that literally nobody has mentioned his scar.
Uh,
Um,
I'm really
so
glad that they brought the scar in. Like, I'm
I
so
am
glad.
too. Yeah, and I don't want people to take that as me complaining about the scar. It's just really weird that people
Yeah.
just kind of accepted it.
Well, like for one, I think a lot of people who are going to be playing this game,
Our
if
Bond fans.
if they like have any prior Bond knowledge, it's probably from the movies, you know.
Yeah.
Um, which I imagine there's probably a lot of young people where this is probably their first Bond game, you know, like kind
Yeah,
of like the way GoldenEye was probably for me and you. Um,
sure.
but I imagine a lot of people probably don't even know that the scar was even a thing, you know, which
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
yeah.
literally nobody has made it a thing. Like no, I've not heard anybody say anything like, "Hey, why does Bond have a blemish in this?" Like
Yeah.
I guess I'm glad that it's accepted because that's something that's been absent from the movies.
Yeah, yeah, they never ever did that for the movies.
Yeah.
Like,
that would take a lot of makeup each time getting
I,
that scar ready too. So
yeah, I think that's the reason why they didn't do it.
You also got to think of when Bond was introduced in the '60s, that they didn't want their leading man to have
You know,
a scar on his
Scarface over
face.
here. Like,
true. I will say that like I like the addition of the scar. I think it is fairly large though.
It is. Yeah, I noticed that too. But I think what is he, 26 in the game?
hmm
Yeah.
Yeah, I think by the time that he reaches the age of when we know him as Bond, it will have healed to the correct proportion as described in the novels.
Maybe. You're probably right.
So
Um,
Bond, you know, sneaks through and go ahead. I'm sorry, Caleb. I didn't mean to
oh
cut you
well,
off.
on that subject, how is the scar described in the novels? Just real quick.
I think it's now. Don't quote me on this, but I think it's supposed to be like 3 inches.
Okay.
But I could be wrong on that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sounds right.
it's been a minute since I've read like a Fleming novel.
Same.
Unfortunately, but so you know, Bond sneaking through, and you know, we get Money Penny. Of course, we don't know it's Money Penny yet, but she comes on and telling him what to do, and we get our first kind of instance where Bond goes against orders because she says, you know, you've done good. You know, he's been poisoned and all this stuff. And she's like, you've done good. Just sit out. And Bond's like, no, I can't do that because these people are probably going to die. And, you know, I can't just sit around. So he disobeys orders and goes and rescues them. And did anybody get the golden eye collectible here?
No, I
The gold,
didn't.
the golden
Uh,
eye key is in one
No
of the.
kidding.
Yep.
dang.
Tell me where it is. I want
It's
to go
in
get it right after this.
it's in one of the like the little buildings you go into
Okay.
as you're sneaking around.
Okay. I
I
yeah.
didn't explore enough.
Well, I just platinumed the game the other day, so I had to go get all of them, so all the collectibles. So
Have you platinum the
I did,
game?
I
Wow,
did.
dude. Congratulations, honestly.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Yeah. Which route did you guys take for this mission?
What do you
Uh,
mean?
Well, there's multiple routes every mission. Like you can
Yeah,
like I went up the tower and then, like, zip lined down. Did you guys do that one?
I did that on the whenever I was doing my collectibles run. Yes, I did do
Okay.
that, but I don't think I did the first time around.
I did the first time around because I was lost and I had no idea where to go. I
Like
just
the
stumbled upon the ladder and then made my way up to the top and then yeah.
like whenever I was playing it the first time around, I didn't really look for any collectibles or anything, and like I felt like I knew that I was like probably leaving a lot, But I
Yeah.
mean, that being said, I knew it was an IO game, and they always have like different routes at doing things and different ways to go about it. So I knew that I was going to be replaying it.
Colton, which route did you take?
Like I just looked at the side of the tankers or the
The
freighters.
building.
Yeah, the buildings,
Yeah.
and I went to the first one I saw that was the one. Like there were two, so I just went to the closest one, and then
She walked, you took the ground path.
I think I climbed up and went around
Okay.
like top part of a cave, and then came back around. I think I took
Right.
out like two guards, and then went in the window. It was pretty easy.
Yeah.
So at the end, we get Bond basically destroying the thing that he was there, well, that they were supposed to protect, so that the enemy couldn't get it, and we launch into a title sequence, and we have what, Lana Del Rey's song. What do you guys think about it?
Yeah.
Would take
I
it
did.
over the writings on the wall any day.
Well, I don't know
Like,
about
I would.
that. No, it's so much better.
It's like leagues better.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good. I think I was just mainly like enthused with all the graphics. Like it like looked really well too.
Yes.
Yep.
I mean, like, guys, I'm going to go ahead and say this, and I'm going to bring up my evidence for this on through the video. But man, this game shows how big Bond fans IO Interactive is. Like, my God, it's not just the movies, and it's not just the books, or at least
Yeah.
the Ian Fleming novels. It's like they really like delved into the game for. I mean, delved into the universe for as many little Easter eggs. I mean, dude, like for some of these references they put, you would have to like really know, like James Bond. And I'm
I'm
gonna,
nodding, but I don't know all the references to the extended universe, but I know
oh,
you
I've got a list here, so
oh, absolutely. Yes. Have at it.
um, so there's a lot of references. I guess we can do this right now if you want to.
Yeah, no,
Sure,
no.
go ahead.
I'm interested actually. Yeah.
Okay, so I myself have not noticed any from Doctor No, but if you guys think of any from Doctor No, let me know.
Yeah, not off the top of my head.
So from Russia with Love, we have the dagger shoes. That's a collectible you can find. There's also that chess match that's going on later on.
True.
There's a collectible you can find which is a chess biography, which I really like this one. It says that it's a book that you can find, and it says that it's the biography of a chess grandmaster who was posthumously uh, found out to be a criminal like mastermind during the 1960s. So
Cool.
talking about Kronstein from
Yep.
From Russia with Love. Also, one of the briefcases in Iceland, they talk about it being like an exploding briefcase or like it'll destroy what's inside. I thought that was kind of probably a reference to the briefcase from Russia with Love. And also, one of Bond's aliases is David Somerset, which is the same alias he used with Tatiana Romanova whenever they're on the train.
At what point during the game is that?
It's whenever you're in Antarctica and Bond in Isola or whatever her name is. They've got like covers.
That's right. Okay, I remember now. Yeah. Okay.
For Goldfinger, I got whenever you're in Aleph, the city in Mauritania, the desert city.
Yeah.
There's a collectible which is Lenny Kravitz's character's gold prosthetic fingers. So Goldfinger.
I missed that one, dude.
There's all the chainsaw scene in Vietnam. Whenever Damien had Bond, you know.
Oh yeah.
Also, there's a trophy that's called Positively Shocking.
Yeah, I just got that one today, and I forgot when does that occur?
Um, so in the movies,
No, I know in the movies for the audience, it's the beginning of
yeah,
Goldfinger where he throws the fan into the bathtub, but in the game,
I think it's one you can do anytime, like maybe shocking an enemy or something like that, electrocuting somebody.
probably okay, yeah.
For Thunderball, there's a part in Q Lab, I believe, where they're talking about a 1960s jetpack.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
I picked up on that one.
Um, you Only Live Twice. There's a trophy called You Only Live Twice. For Owner Majesty Secret Service, you drive the DBS from the movie, which that's also a reference to a show Roger Moore was in with Tony Curtis called The Persuaders, in which Roger Moore drove a, a DBS of the same color.
He ended
Really?
up he
Hmm
ended up owning, I think, a DBS that same color later in life too.
Um,
I had no clue about that.
yeah. Also, Monroe and Bond use the phrase all the time in the world.
Sadly,
And of course, you knew whenever Monroe said that, it's like, oh, well, he's going to probably end up getting killed. And
Okay, so you have the same theory about that as me.
yeah,
If you say that, you got to accept the consequences.
yep,
Like
you can't use that.
something bad's fixing to happen.
that
Uh,
that is the equivalent of saying I got a bad feeling about this in Star Wars.
yep. Um, Also, whenever you drive the humongous not monster truck, dump truck, the On Her Majesty Secret Service theme plays while you're doing that, which was one of my favorite parts. I loved it.
Dude, that dump truck.
It was awesome.
Yeah,
I
yeah, it was
wish there
great.
was more of that. Like,
I wish there was more driving or the ability to do more driving in general because I loved it. Like I thought the driving was pretty good, especially the DBS chase scene. Like I loved that
yeah.
one.
I could not find any from Diamonds Are Forever, but I'm sure there probably is something. But I just can't think of any. Live and Let Die, there's the tarot card deck, which has the lovers on it. You find that in Vietnam at the resort.
I found that.
The man with the golden gun, of course, is the golden gun that you can get in the game. And here is the one that came with mine.
That's awesome. That is awesome, dude.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Um,
So that's a DLC code for you to be able to get into the game, correct?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. I haven't ordered the premium stuff yet. I'm gonna upgrade to premium probably next time I get paid. I mean next week. So
From
I did not know that that came with that. That's insane. Let's say that again. That is so cool. Wow. That's incredible.
Thank you. I
Man,
appreciate it. Yeah, I'm
I think
very fond of it.
I
I
think
would
they
be
did two
too.
versions.
Yeah,
Sorry, Caleb.
they did one with a gold mask. Calvin Dyson has a video on it on his channel.
Okay.
Um, so from The Spy Who Loved Me, there's the Desert Eagle in the game is it's called a Strongberg 50
Is
cal
it?
or something like that.
Nice.
Didn't catch that.
I do not have anything down for Moonraker, so if you guys think of one, please correct me. For your eyes,
I just got Moonraker vibes from driving the Range Rover through the desert. Honestly, I know it's not a direct reference, but I thought I'd mention it.
on For Your Eyes Only, you can
Sorry,
find
Spy Who
the.
Loved Me.
Oh,
Spy Who
okay,
Loved Me.
yeah,
Vibe.
all right, I
My
got you.
bad.
From The Spy Who Loved Me, there's the ATAC machine, which you can find. Do you remember what that is?
I
It's
don't
com-
recall.
so the ATAC in The Spy Who Loved Me was like basically the MacGuffin of the movie. The Soviets were trying to get it. Basically, it was like a computer that could control England's submarines to fire anywhere they wanted to. You can find that in Lenny Kravitz's place in Mauritania. There's also a trophy called the For Your Eyes Only, and also do you know whenever Bond thinks he's about to kill Damian Webb, like he's laughing or something, and Bond says, "Just wait for the punchline" or something like that, and he hits that thing, and all the pipes come down and crush him. That
Right.
reminded me of whenever Bond was like, you left this with Ferrara, and then he
I
kicked the
thought
guy.
the same thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Um,
That scene was cold. I really enjoyed that.
yeah, me too. For a view to a kill, Bond uses the alias um, St. Smythe
Mhm.
whenever he goes to Vietnam. And they also, I've read that they discuss Zorin computer chips at some point.
In the game?
That's what I've read.
Huh.
I've not experienced it myself, but I read on Reddit that they were talking that like somebody overheard like one of the NPCs talking about it.
Okay.
And also they I skipped Octopussy. For Octopussy, some Q technicians are talking about a crocodile sub, which Bond uses in the game or in the movie.
Right. Yeah. I didn't come across that one.
And also in for a view to a kill, I think some of the Q Lab technicians talk about the iceberg submarine from the beginning of the movie.
Man, there's so much. I thought I'd discovered everything in Q Lab. I guess not.
So for the Living Daylights, there's a poster for Kara Malovi, the cellist,
Yep. Found
and
that one.
and also
Yeah,
I believe the Ghetto Blaster is in Q Lab as well.
several times. So that's just because I'm biased. Those are my two favorite references in the game, I believe.
For License to Kill, Colton said that we could use Bond going rogue as a reference, which we could also use that as a reference to Quantum of Solace. Oh, actually, just for the whole of the Craig continuity, you could use that as a reference. Uh,
Oh, there's a reference to No Time to Die. It's the name of the level.
yeah,
No
Time to
Time to
Die.
Die.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
just in case you hadn't had that one written down.
Um, for GoldenEye, there's the key that I mentioned earlier. There's also a reference to whenever you're at the perch in the game, some guards are talking about a computer hacker who wears a Hawaiian shirt. So I'm guessing that's Boris Grishenko. And also the phone box from GoldenEye, that's in there as well, right?
So did you guys use the phone box during the
No.
mission? So the phone box in the stealth mission in the Q lab,
Yeah.
like you turn the phone on and the dude goes into it and he's either vaporized or teleported somewhere else, but he's just gone.
Did you do it?
Yes, I did it. Like
Man,
he's just gone. Like you hear noises and then gone. Door opens back up.
cool. I will do that on my next playthrough.
It is pretty cool.
For Tomorrow Never Dies, whenever you're in Q Lab trying to get his fingerprints, there's a little dragon that shoots flames out. Did you guys see that?
No.
Um, that reminded me of like a similar dragon that was in Wei Lin's
Yep.
hideout in the movie. For The World Is Not Enough, there's a trophy, and there's also the inflatable jacket, and there's the bagpipe flamethrower as well.
Where is that?
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Is that in Q Lab?
I can't remember if it's actually there or if it's like somebody's talking about it, but
Okay.
it's in some way there. Diamonds are, Die Another Day. There's the Blades Club commemorative token or whatever, the membership token, which that's also a reference to the Fleming novels because Blades is a card club in the Fleming novels, and it's like a fencing club in Die
Right.
Another Day.
I will
Consider,
say
go ahead.
I will say there was a denial letter from the Blades Club to somebody in Nicholas Webb's company. I don't remember if it was the guy that you stole the key card from in the bathroom or if it was Nicholas Webb himself. But I
I,
feel like it was that younger guy.
I think it was Nicholas Webb himself because it's in his office, I believe. So,
You might be right.
um,
I just don't recall 100%, but I thought it was a good reference to the novels.
yes. for Casino Royale, there's the trophy called Casino Royale, which you get for finding all the playing cards. There's also Greenway tells Bond to stop touching your ear,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
there's also an alias that somebody asked Bond. He says, "So you're Mr. Beach," and Bond says, "Mr. Bond," like he does the same thing that Daniel
Yep.
Craig's Bond does. I could not find anything for Quantum, like other than him going rogue. I couldn't find anything. I'm sure we could probably find something. I just haven't noticed it yet.
Can I point out a Casino Royale reference?
Yes,
To,
yes,
to, to me, it seemed like one at the very beginning of the game when he's poisoned and he's like stumbling
yeah,
around.
yeah,
That was very much
yeah. Casino
Casino
Royale. I agree.
Royale.
And also the Aston Martin from Malta. I think that's probably one as well.
Yes. Yep.
Or we could probably say that's a Quantum reference as well, because doesn't he use like almost the same one, like at the beginning of Quantum? Whenever,
The one in Quantum's black though,
yeah,
and I know that's splitting hairs, but
I understand.
yeah.
Skyfall is the trophy called Skyfall. That's all I could find. Other than Bond being in London and doing,
Yeah.
So I could not find any. Actually, yes, there is something for Spectre. Whenever the collectible that's Damian Webb's psych evaluation, it's from the Hoffman Clinic, which is where Madeline Swan was working in Spectre.
Oh,
Um,
cool.
and
Oh, I thought of one, John, for on Her Majesty's Secret Service. Did you bring up the genealogy letter?
no, I did not. Yeah, there's that.
Yeah, there's the genealogy letter, which is like it, the gentleman I mentioned earlier that you steal a key card from in Fleb in Webb's building. He gets a denial letter saying he's not related to a Duke
Yeah, from the College of
uh,
Arms.
from the College of Arms, which is the same company that what was his name worked for?
Sir Hilary Bray.
Sir Hilary Bray.
Man, did I even play this game? I feel like
Well, you
I
kind of
didn't
flew
catch
through it
half
too.
of these, man.
I mean, you did beat it like in record time. You beat it
Yeah,
before I even
was
got back in the
really-
country.
I was going for a speed run, I guess.
For Never Say Never Again, there's the missile pin,
Yep.
which I really thought it was cool that they put that in there.
Oh yeah.
Like
I love the missile pin.
the
I
missile
got it.
pin's like
Didn't
awesome.
use anything else the rest of the game. Used the missile pin and the
Same.
dark phone, and that was it.
And also the laser watch, like the laser doesn't come out of the face like it does in GoldenEye. It comes out of the strap, which it does in Never Say Never Again. So that's, I guess,
Oh, is that
another
right?
one.
That's right, dude. Sick.
Um,
Hey, good on IO for showing Never Say Never Again some love.
yeah.
While we're on the subject of watches, Q's watch at the end of the game is way better than the watch you have the majority of the game. Like it's over there regenerating its own stuff, and
Yeah.
you're not having to pour Clorox in it every 5 minutes.
For No Time to Die, there's the trophy, and what Caleb said earlier, there's the mission, and there's also the Valhalla car, which, like, thank God, I know we didn't get to drive it much, but like, at least we got to do something with it in this game.
Dude, what little bit you did get to interact with it was awesome. Like
Yes, it
that.
was.
Yeah.
I I don't know what I thought, but when I hopped in that car, I was like, yeah, I'm finally gonna get to drive this car, and it's like, nope, just one of them Batmobile tank levels from Arkham Knight.
Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I truly thought that, like, after we, spun around in circles and shot everybody. And by the way, some music from No Time to Die plays in that area as well.
Okay. I thought so too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But after we did that, I was like, okay, I bet we're gonna have to drive it out of MI6 and like chase Damien down, and we did not. And I was like,
They should have done that.
yes, they should have, but it is what I'll let it pass. I'll let it pass. Got some more. So the trophies Win, Lose, or Die, Icebreaker, and Nobody Lives Forever are all the titles of John Gardner novels.
Oh, cool. I
Um,
didn't know that.
whenever you're in the desert, you have to fight a group called Scorpius, which is another reference to a John Gardner novel named Scorpius. Double or Die and Hard Man to Kill are both young Bond stories. And another trophy is Solo, which is a William Boyd James Bond novel. One of the other recruits is named Kingsley, which I'm guessing is a reference to Kingsley Amis, who was the author of Colonel Sun, the first James Bond continuation novel. There's a postcard with Felix written on it, like
Still have yet to find that.
so
Even-
it's go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, Colton told me about it. I guess probably not long after he found it. And I still have not been able to find it.
It's
It
in
was a
Q
really
Lab.
good postcard find.
Yeah, like you have to like hop up on something, right?
Yeah, like it's up in like the rafters are like a not a. I think you go through a vent and you end up above the Q Lab, and it's
Okay.
just in at a desk at the end of the row there.
Okay.
Um, there's an ornithology book that you can
About
find,
that.
which I loved. Why, that's awesome. That's a reference to the real life James Bond. There's a Trilby hat you can find, which is what Sean Connery wore in the very early Bond movies.
You notice the hat rack was also in the room. It wasn't in M's room; it was in Ponsonby's room, but still there was a hat rack. So I thought that was nice.
I did not notice that. That is
And
so cool.
Colton, thank you for bringing Ponsonby up. Ponsonby is a character that never has been adapted ever in a Bond movie, but that is in the games. That is Bond's. I mean, not in the games. In the books, that is Bond's secretary. Moneypenny is M's secretary. So Loelia Ponsonby is Bond's secretary, and like she's a lot younger in the books than she is in this game. She looks rather older in this game, I believe. But in the books, she's supposed to be like, around Bond's age, and Bond is flirting with her all the time, and pretty much the Moneypenny relationship, but not Moneypenny.
I love that first bit of dialogue that's exchanged after you first meet her in the game. It's different every time, I guess, because I've played that part twice and they said something different, but there's one part where Bond goes, later, Ponsonby, I figured out what M stands for. She goes, no, you didn't. He goes, no, I didn't.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that scene. I thought it was hilarious.
Um, Also, Transworld Consortium. That's what MI6 has to rebrand itself as in The Man with the Golden Gun because Universal Exports gets blown. So I really like that whenever you're in the desert, you can see that, that company logo.
I knew that sounded familiar, but
Yeah.
I just, yep.
Do you still have that Man with the Golden Gun book that you showed me? Hold up, that was Goldfinger. Sorry.
I've still got all the novels. Yeah.
And also, so Cressida.
Yes.
Well, her last name is Bright, and in real life, Ian Fleming worked with this. Actually, I think had an affair with this young lady, last name of Bright, and I believe that's who he based Moneypenny on. So it's a little bit of real life reference in there as well.
Man,
but
they really did their homework, man.
yes. But anyway, I think that's about it for my references right now. So we can get back to the game. So, what do you guys think about the the MI6 regulars, the Scooby Gang, as David Zaritsky and all those Bond YouTubers like to call them. What do you think about M and Q? Let's start with M. What do you guys think about M in the game?
When I first saw her, I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this portrayal of him. But dude, by the end of the game, I'm like, this lady's got balls. Like
Yeah.
she
Yeah, she definitely has
fits.
balls. Like
Yeah.
she doesn't look like Judi Dench, but she reminds me a lot of like the way Judi Dench would do what needed to be done, even if like it pissed everyone off. Like, it's just like, well, it has to be done and it is what it is. Like, what about you, Caleb?
Yeah, no, I just like seeing her character develop into more of that
Yeah.
personality you guys are talking about was really cool. And I didn't really know what to feel about her at first, but yeah, no, she definitely had won me over by the end.
Well, like what I liked is like how Greenway and guys, I'll be honest with you. One of my favorite characters in the game is Greenway, but like
Oh,
for the
for
half
sure.
the game, I hated him, and like
Right.
I really liked how M was there. M's like was giving Bond a chance. When Greenway was like he's not ready, he's too wild, and like M was like I'm just gonna let you try it anyway. I'm gonna let you prove yourself to me.
So
Um,
do you think that that's an unused like story element from the original GoldenEye screenplay? Like the whole like
yeah, dude, yes, that's something I wanted to bring up.
okay.
There was a there was another so I have this book on the living daylights, and it's about the unused, you know, stories for it. And in one of those, Bond is young. It was an air crewman, no less.
No kidding.
Yes, like was an
Well,
air
there you
crewman,
go.
and he goes on a mission, like his first mission, and he's with his mentor. I think his
Right.
name was Trevor in the
Okay.
in the script or whatever. But whenever I was playing this, I was like, man, this is a reference to that unused
Okay.
script.
I
So
thought so. That's how it struck
yeah,
me. As soon as they started developing the like the mentor relationship, I was like,
mm,
yeah, this sounds very familiar.
yes, I'm glad you brought that up because I forgot about that. But yeah, um, and so what about Q? What do you guys think about him? Like, guys, Q. I really liked his character a lot. Like, I mean, it's a kind of an inversion of what we're used to. Whereas
Yeah.
this Q's kind of like, he's a dude in his 50s, but he's kind of like he's
He's hip.
kind of sexy and handsome, and like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you could tell this Q probably pulls some chicks. Like,
Like I definitely think the new Q has skills for sure. He's got a lot more confidence, I think, not just in himself, but like he's definitely been doing this job for a long time.
yeah, and like this Q has, I mean, I think he likes Bond a lot more than like say Q liked Sean Connery's Bond. You know what I mean? Like the
Yeah.
relationship I would say would be like Q and Pierce Brosnan's Bond. Like
Yes.
the way that they were like buddying,
Yep.
like
I made the same comparison in my head. Yeah.
like that he doesn't really bust Bond's chops as much as like what we've seen. Like
Yeah.
Colton, you have anything to add?
Well, I would say I think because a lot of that is at the beginning he doesn't really know Bond, and then after he gets to know Bond, then Greenway's dead. So then he he's
Yeah.
got a lot of respect for Bond for having worked alongside him, and he's dealing with that loss too.
Yeah.
Which we also at that point in the game we get the title drop, which I loved. I don't I don't know about you guys.
Oh yeah, like it definitely made my hair stand up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I might have shed a tear. It
Yeah, I
might have
might
got
have too.
Oh, you guys cried? I couldn't imagine. I would never do that.
And like guys, like straight up, like I hardly ever do that in real life. Like I mean, but yeah, I
I,
mean, I would be lying if I said I didn't do that once or twice during the course of the season.
yeah, I definitely did, man. This
Shed a tear.
game and Red Dead Redemption 2 are the only two, and Spider-Man. Those three games. Yeah.
ugh, yes. Yes. I'll agree, yes.
Tear jerkers.
So, what about Greenway?
Dude, I at first, like you said, didn't love him, but damn, his death, I like this old bastard. He's
Yes.
been used. He was done wrong. He served his country like he's supposed to be, and in the end, he dies just trying to get stuff sorted out.
Yep.
Yeah.
And like it's what's even worse is like, his buddy 009 like got, basically screwed over, and
Yeah.
like wasn't even a bad guy and like, Greenway dies feeling bad about that too, like cuz what does he tell Bond? He's like I didn't even try to figure out anything. I just
Oh,
took it.
dude, that felt like a
Yeah.
knot in my gut, dude. Like I don't know why, but that I felt that. I guess maybe it was like the delivery,
Yeah.
But yeah,
The guy that's the actor for Green Day is really good. Do you what's his name? Do you guys know?
I could not tell you. I do wish I had kind of brushed up on the voice actors' names because besides Patrick Gibson as Bond, I guess there are some pretty big name actors in this game.
Well, like that actor in real life looks exactly like Greenway does in the game. Like, I
Okay,
mean, like straight up like him. Um,
okay,
and like one of my favorite parts is like whenever you and Greenway you're in Mauritania, you're at Lenny Kravitz's place, and like Greenway's like everyone's a threat here. Like I just think that's a pretty interesting like setup, like you're in like the literal lion's den, and
right,
it's you got it's a young rookie MI6 agent and an old burnout
right.
MI6 agent. It's kind of cool.
I definitely, I definitely trusted him.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he really he portrayed the mentor role very well.
And like, there's one part of the game when Bond finally tells him, "It's like, how about you like, basically quit treating me like a bitch." You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, I hate to cuss, but I mean, like, that's pretty much what he tells him in a roundabout way. And like, I mean, after that, things do get better. I mean, there's still little jabs, but it's nowhere near as like, almost talking down to him like he was doing.
I'll
Uh,
be honest with you, and call me naive. I know I am, but like I did not see this like that relationship, the mentor
yeah,
relationship.
I didn't
I
either.
didn't see that coming
I didn't
at
either
all.
at all. Like, uh,
Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one, but yeah, it's the arc of the relationship was very well written.
yeah, I agree. Um, really made you feel it.
Yeah,
Let's see, who else do we have?
Monroe.
Yeah, Monroe. So,
Yeah,
I really liked how those two got on. They first hated each other, but then after they literally beat the crap out of each other,
after
guys,
they,
like both of them would have been like probably put in the brig and like dishonorably discharged after that, like
right.
straight up. But since it's James Bond, everything works out. Like,
They simultaneously won each other's respect
yeah,
after beating the crap out of each other, and I really I liked that scene or that cut scene a lot.
yes,
I think Monroe's death hit me really, really hard, even though he kind of the game foreshadows it. And some like I was when playing it, I was like, "Oh, this guy's gonna end up being a bad guy." And then like they say the all the time in the world thing, and it's like, well,
It can be. No, you can't say that line and be a bad guy.
no, that you're cashing a check that you can't
Yeah,
afford to pay.
exactly. Yes, I know. Yeah,
um, also, have you guys watched the Kingsman movies?
I have not.
I
Um,
know.
the wearable section of MI6 really reminded me of the Kingsman movies. Like, I mean,
That whole section of the game, you
like,
know what I'm talking about.
like,
That whole section of the game was like, I'm just playing Eggsy now.
yeah, that's got to have been like intentional. I mean,
Yeah, right. Whether it was or not, like whether they had planned on it,
yeah,
like at a certain point during development, they had to have been like or realized this is Kingsman.
yeah. And also something I didn't bring up was the umbrella. The umbrella gun or whatever that Q has in the game. That's a reference to a real life assassination weapon. They called it the Bulgarian umbrella, because in real life, like some Bulgarian communists assassinated a guy with a gun in like basically disguised his umbrella. Anyway, just wanted to
Okay.
throw that out
No,
there.
that's really interesting. I think you also brought that up when we were talking about the Casino Royale.
Yeah, yeah, the
Yeah,
1954 Casino Royale. Yeah, I did.
yeah.
That's been a lifetime ago, and whenever that was when we were doing the
Hey, since okay, sorry, I'm gonna go off on a tangent. Since we're bringing up old podcasts, do you remember when we were doing the Living Daylights? No, sorry, Live and Let Die. We were doing Live and Let Die, and you said that your dad used to tell you that when Bond was clicking the thing through the window
Yes.
that he was sending secret messages.
Sending.
He was. He actually like 100% was, because later on in the movie, let's see, what was it? He says a line. He says something like, "Meet Quarrel, the man who I share my hairbrush with." That gadget that he was using was like a hairbrush. He was sending secret messages to Quarrel. Rewatch that part.
Okay.
It'll make sense. Yeah.
Okay.
But
Wow. All right.
your dad was telling you the truth. He wasn't
He
screwing with you.
was.
That's pretty cool.
Well, thank you. I
Yeah.
guess I owe my dad an apology.
Well, yeah, you know what? Yeah, you do.
Can I say something before we get too far away from the wearables thing?
Yeah.
So the final mission of the game, you break out of jail or whatever, and you're in sweats. Like when you get to the wearables section of Q Lab, I was like, they're gonna let you suit up. They're gonna let you suit up. No, they did not.
It's like
They
all
should have
these
let you
clothes
change
are.
clothes. They should have let you done something.
Yeah.
I was disappointed.
Also, I want to bring this up just since we're talking about old podcasts. Kayla, you remember whenever Colton was like, "Guys, I watch The Living Daylights like every week or something." It was
Yeah.
like he was just watching it all the time.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure he's just got like 2 or 3 televisions in his home dedicated to that movie that's just playing it on a loop.
Over and over.
Yep.
I am addicted to that film. I keep it at work now. I don't know if I told you guys. I keep that Blu-ray at work, and whenever I get downtime, and I'm like, I'm watching. I actually have several of my 007 films at work, but that
Really?
one gets the most play.
You really have them at work?
Yeah, yeah. I keep them at work. I get time to watch films at work, so I mean I take advantage of that. It's a
I raised my invisible martini to you. Good job. Good on you, boyo.
thank you.
Um, so let's get back to the main story. What about so we go from Iceland, you know, M gives Bond opportunity, so then we go to Malta. Oh, and by the way, it's another reference from Malta with Love. That's one of the trophies. But so we go to
Jonathan,
yes,
I'm so sorry for interrupting you.
no problem.
Okay. So the gadget was a hairbrush with an antenna, and he's clicking it at
Yeah.
the window. Okay.
Yeah.
And he says, later on in the movie, after said clicking with the hairbrush, he says, "Meet the man who shares my hairbrush."
Quarrel
he
Jr.
was he was sending secret messages to Coral.
You know that
Your dad's a
phrase.
genius.
That phrase, "Meet the man I share my hairbrush with," guys. You will never. You're not gonna believe this, but like I use that phrase all the time. Like if I'm talking to somebody and like somebody else comes up, I'll be like, like I say it all the time. I'll be like, "Oh, the man I share my hairbrush with," and they're all like, "What?" And no one ever gets it, like ever, which I don't care. I just do it,
Oh yeah,
But I use that
it's
phrase
for
all the
you.
time.
I I have really found that it is more rare running into people that are as into James Bond in in public as on the level that we are at
It's
this point.
embarrassing.
What's embarrassing that we're on this level?
Well, like, but you can say it's embarrassing for you too if you want.
Oh no, thanks.
No, but yeah, you're right. It's very rare.
Yeah, it's like a not to
That's
generalize
okay.
it towards not to generalize it towards men, but it's kind of like a brotherhood, I guess.
Well,
Oh, yeah, you didn't say what I thought, but
What do you think I was gonna say?
but I must say this is the right step in making more Bond fans. This game.
oh
Like,
yeah, for
this
sure.
is the way.
I
Like
agree.
I remember as a kid, like, GoldenEye was what got me into it, the game.
Dude, I feel like that game is responsible for a lot
Yeah, like
of
a whole generation of new Bond fans. And like,
that movie too.
yeah,
Honestly,
oh yeah. I mean just Pierce Brosnan, like
sure.
his run of movies and games, but like I mean, I hate to say this, but like I just really feel like Barbara Broccoli is to blame for a lot of this because she just wanted, that's when the game started to go down, or like kind of
I
quit
agree.
being made was whenever, you know, I mean, they were still making them whenever she first started, but I mean it later on, like they just stopped.
Dude, every one of the Brosnan based games knocked it out of the park.
Yeah.
Every one of
Yeah.
those games was really good. I don't remember much about Bloodstone. Was it a good game?
Yeah, it was an awesome game.
Okay.
Oh, and
I remember having fun with it. I just don't remember much about it.
by the way, there's a reference to Agent Under Fire in the game. There's a trophy called Agent Under Fire, which
Really.
I was
Man,
like, man, this game's referencing other games. Like,
I approached every piano in the game trying to play the 007 theme a la Agent Under Fire, but
what did you guys think about when Bond did play the piano?
didn't
I thought
know.
it was
Didn't know
cool.
he could do that.
You didn't do that part of the mission?
I'm saying I didn't know he could do that. Like I don't know if that's canon that he's good at piano.
Okay,
Oh,
so we can actually, it's not, there's never any reference to Bond playing piano in the books,
Okay, I didn't think so.
but we can actually make a reference to 1967 spoof movie Casino Royale because David Niven's James Bond plays piano in that movie. So if we really wanted to, you can make a reference to that. And did you guys notice the song that Bond was playing on the piano in First Light?
Uh-uh.
It was Skeeter Davis's "It's the End of the World," which I thought, how appropriate for a guy that's always trying to save the world. He'd be playing "The End of the World."
I I don't mean to say that's an odd choice, but of all those songs he could have played,
Yeah. He could have just played his theme song.
or any song like from the previous movies. But yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's cool. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Um, let's see. So we got the training montage. We got Bond driving the Aston Martin. We got some shooting. We got fighting. We got Bond getting flags after flags after flags. And there's actually a pretty cool little route you can do. Whenever you first start to go get the flag, you can actually turn around and just walk right back up and go get the flag, and not even have to do anything. And like one of the people is like, one of the other recruits is like, Bond, what are you doing? He's like,
Yeah.
he was do the unexpected, first rule of spycraft.
Right. Also, I'm sure we were getting to that, but I really like that level where
Yeah.
they just go into Greenway's office and get the flag.
Yeah.
did you know I'm part of a First Light group on Facebook, and there were people that got the game and they were like, "How do you skip this stupid tutorial? How do you skip all this?" And
Talking about
people
the
are
training
actually,
section of the story.
yeah, they were skipping the MI6 training.
Oh,
If
there's like key plot or
Yeah.
key character moments.
Yeah,
Who
I'm
have
pretty
to-
sure they were skipping that. There's a way to do it. I'm pretty sure.
Really?
Yeah,
Well, why would you want to skip it though? I
I
mean,
have
like,
no clue.
well,
There's
guys,
people that don't have.
I'll be honest with you. In a lot of games, if I don't care about them, if I don't really care about the story and I'm just trying to play, I will skip cutscenes. Guys, I did
Oh.
not skip one cutscene in this game. Like,
Neither did
at all.
I.
No.
I was so invested, dude.
Yes, like I was not going to do that in this
And
game.
listen, I I do not like games wasting my time.
Yeah.
So if I'm playing a game, I'm like you, and I don't care. I'm gonna skip every single cutscene just to get to the gameplay. Not in this game.
So Bond completes his training, and we're off to our first mission at what is the name of the hotel he's in? I cannot, Carpathian, is that it? I can't remember what the name of it is, but it's in Slovakia. And Bond is the chauffeur,
Yeah.
which obviously kind of pisses him off because Greenway's giving him the little man on the totem pole position. But
Hey,
of
you get
course,
to drive the Jaguar.
yeah. I didn't even bring that up. We get to actually drive another car that's not an Aston Martin.
You don't get to do much with it, but
Yeah, but
sitting behind the wheel was cool.
yeah, well, we don't really see Bond with Jags too much.
Right. Well, in the cinematic
Yeah.
universe.
Um, so we sneak around, and there's actually, whenever I first played this level, I did everything without any of the recruits knowing that I was there. But you can like totally go and like find, the other recruits, and they're all like, "What are you doing, Bond? Like, you're
Yeah.
supposed to be out by the car. Like, we're gonna have to report this and stuff." And like Bond will try to fast talk his way out of it. Um, I just thought that was cool that you could do that.
Are you saying the first time you played the level like you didn't cross paths with
I,
them?
I didn't.
Same. Like I didn't even know that was possible. I know
Yeah.
he mentions like I got to stay out of sight, but it wasn't until like my second or third time playing that mission that I actually ran into another one of the recruits.
And I'm pretty sure it's in that level where you can find a reference to Agent 47 with a bottle of wine called Chateau de 47,
Right.
which I'm a big Hitman fan, so I mean, but so we get our I guess we get our henchmen, our indestructible henchmen of the game, the blonde-headed guys. What's Merrick? Is that their name? What is it? I can't remember their names.
Bellhop.
Yeah, but like I can't remember their last names. Start with an M. But
I forget their names too, but they definitely reminded me of Necros.
yeah, Necros.
Oh,
That's who I was about to say as well. Yeah, they're definitely from that same mold. Red Grant, Necros. Stamper. The tall, blonde, Aryan Superman type of of bad
I
guy.
liked him though. I
Oh
really
yeah,
did. Yeah.
yeah.
I think the first one was harder to kill than the second one was.
Oh yeah, I agree. And also, you could say they are a reference to Mishka and Grishka from Octopussy, the knife throwing
Oh,
guys,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
the knife throwing brothers.
Too bad
Um,
Bond didn't get to dress up like a clown in this game.
yeah. Hey, well, there's always DLC, brother.
Let's hope not.
I mean,
No,
I mean, if they did
it'd be fine.
I
if
mean,
they did the Day of the Dead suit, I mean, might as
yeah,
well.
that's what I was about to say. They got
Good
him in the
point.
Day of the Dead Baron Samedi suit. So I mean,
Good point.
um, so let's see. Of course, pretty much all the recruits after this level are either wounded or they are KIA, and Bond is the only one left that's active. So after some, meetings at MI6, we go to Lenny Kravitz's place. I really like how you have to go and actually get $100,000. I think that is like that
Yeah,
was like I kind of just got me off guard. I was like, wow, this is
it did
awesome.
me too.
Um, and like oh, and by the way, guys, I have not even brought up. I love the fact that you can bluff your way through things. That is like that's one of the things I bring up when people are like, "Oh, it's just Hitman in a tuxedo." No, man, like Hitman didn't have 47 bluffing his way through areas, you know? Well, I mean,
Did
I
47
bluffed my
talk?
way through the whole damn game.
Do what?
I bluffed my way through the whole dang game.
Yeah. Did 47 even talk? I didn't play a lot of the.
yeah, he would talk, but he doesn't talk as much as James Bond does.
Okay.
Like, and he wasn't like saying one-liners after he beat somebody like Bond does
Okay,
in
he
this
didn't
game.
strike me as the type that had the charisma to sort of
Yeah.
talk his way out of situations.
But I really like the bluff feature. I think that's like one of the coolest things they put in the game. Um, but like just being in this kind of fairly open-ended little area where you had to figure out how you're going to raise your funds. Did you guys do the cup game?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I think that one's actually required.
All right. So whenever I was doing that the first one, I didn't realize that the freaking Q lens would just show you where it's
God,
at.
I felt like
I-
such an idiot, dude.
I did too. Like I sat there and lost money, and I was like, F this, and I went and did other things, and then I was on that group Colton's talking about, and somebody was like, yeah, man, just use the Q lens, and I was like, all right. So on my second playthrough, I went and used the Q lens and got my what 30,000 or whatever it was. Um, I'm trying to think of some other ways. Like you can pickpocket money, and you can do like all sorts of things. Like at the Fight Club, that was pretty cool.
That was
Um,
fun.
and there's also I can't remember the guy's name, but there's a after you beat the guys up in the Fight Club, you get out, and there's a like a man that comes up to you, and he's like, "Wow, you kicked his ass." That's actually it's a YouTuber or a streamer or something like that. There's actually a few streamers in this game.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that guy did kind of stand out. I was wondering what the deal with him was, and I didn't know. It felt like a cameo.
Yeah. Um, so we get our $100,000. Our boy Greenway gets the invites. They go into the auction, and did anybody? I think it's at this point Bond uses a code name Kittredge, which is from Mission Impossible.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's at this point. I could be wrong, but at some point in the game he uses that as his like alias or whatever. Um,
Yeah, I don't know if it's this part either, but I do remember that. I did not know it was for Mission Impossible. That's interesting.
um, and Bond bids basically Greenway's life, and we see him making a deal with what's his name, Ali, which is like the right hand man of Lenny Kravitz. And of course, we see him get killed later on. But what do you guys think about Lenny Kravitz's villain
Uh,
or ally, whatever you want to? He's kind. I guess he's kind of like Draco or Columbo from the movies. Like somebody who's obviously a criminal into some shady things, but still plays with the good guys sometimes. Um,
I liked him. Whenever I saw him, like I was expecting him to be like the big bad of the game.
I
So
was
I
too.
think I was thrown. So I'm hoping he has more to do in the sequel
Well,
if we
he's
ever
coming
get it.
back for DLC from what I've read. Caleb,
Yeah, I did.
isn't that what it said?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, because there's a part where well, it's the part where they're hanging upside down, fixing to get eaten by the alligators and or crocodiles, whichever one. It doesn't
Whichever.
matter. Yeah, and Greenway says Harmony. We know where she's. I assume the DLC has probably got something to do with that.
Maybe so. Maybe so. Um, so after we go there, we then we learn that 009, we learn, that he has been killed, and M wants to close the books on that and tells Bond to go home. And then we go to Bond's house and we get attacked. Um, Something else this reminded me of Bond getting attacked in London was like there was a deleted scene in On Her Majesty's Secret Service where Bond, like at the College of Arms, I believe, gets attacked or something like that and has to fight like an assassin. And of course, that got deleted out of the movie. But I always kind of thought that maybe this level was supposed to be a reference to that. But so Bond's having to, sneak around. And is this when he gets on the? Is this when he gets in the garbage truck?
No, so I think after he takes out the assassins, he jumps through the window or something, and he starts getting shot at
Yeah,
by another assassin, and he climbs up the train, and I'm pretty sure don't you have to go through the entirety of the museum level, and then like on your way out, that's when you drive the
yeah.
garbage truck. Okay.
And so that goes to, yeah, yeah. We didn't even talk about the museum, did we? I just kind of brushed over
What's
that.
coming up?
Yeah. So
Reminded me of John Wick 2.
yeah. And I'm trying to think. You guys got anything you want to say about it? I mean, is anything?
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, but like really, like I feel like that the next part, whenever they go to Web Industries, I feel like that just kind of overshadows the museum part to that level. Like, I mean, Web Industries is such a, I mean, dude, there is so many collectibles in that level. Like, whenever I was doing my collectible hunting, like, yesterday and the day before, like, that was a big part of what I was doing was having to go in there and, like, you got to use all those little vacuum cleaners to let you in. And, like, there's, like, you got to jump up and hang and shimmy on things so much to find, like, all the little, like, one of the collectibles is a wooden spoon. Like, I was
The
like,
first time I played that level, I hated
yeah, it was a little bit annoying. Like,
it. Yeah.
but
I kind of liked it, but I hated how every 10 foot you're behind a locked door,
yes.
Yeah.
which,
It's
which
annoying,
bothered me.
but
Well,
after you kind of get like you get the idea and you start looking for that sort of thing, it's fun.
like at the very first part of the level, after you climb up that like Greenway helps you climb up this thing, you can
Greenway
actually,
gives you uppies.
yeah, you can actually go to the bathroom and there's a guy in there and you can take his security card, which lets you in like several rooms.
Are you serious?
Yes, like
Dang.
which yeah, it actually alleviates a lot of the, like, being locked out for a little bit. You still get locked out of certain other areas because you don't have clearance. But one part that I really liked was Nicholas Webb's like little inner sanctum. Looks like something Blofeld could have, honestly.
Yes.
Sure.
It's not really called set design in a video game, so the level design, I guess, it was very impressive.
Yeah.
Like,
And one of the artifacts that Nicholas Webb has in there is I think it's called the Antikythera or something like that. It's the Dial of Destiny from Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny.
no kidding.
Yeah, it's the same like
Cool.
thing that movie was referencing.
Hmm.
Um,
I
I
still
pro-
haven't seen that film yet.
oh, dude, you got to see that movie, man.
Well, I was waiting until we were going to review all the movies to watch
Oh,
it.
okay. We got to do that because I really liked that movie. I mean, I know a lot of people didn't, but I enjoyed it. Did you see it, Caleb?
No.
Okay, so I'm the only one that's seen it. I see.
But I will see it.
Okay,
Do a podcast on it.
most definitely.
I
So,
agree. This is us twisting your arm.
It's exactly what it is.
so I believe it's after we get out of Web Industries that we go to Vietnam. Is that when we go?
I think so. I'm fairly certain.
Of course, the last time I remember Bond being there was in Tomorrow Never Dies. He was there in Saigon, I believe, whenever the Bond and Wei Lin were on the motorcycle, but nothing like that in this game. We've got Bond um, at a resort, and he's making all these people ingest the little,
Smart blood.
Clorox.
yeah, like what was it, like the Q tracker or whatever?
I, in the game,
Yeah,
I think so. I just said smart blood.
yeah, smart. Yeah, that's what it reminded me of, a smart blood.
Yeah.
Um, Also, one thing we forgot to talk about was back after that hotel level, you get on the you get in the DBS with Isla, and you do a really cool driving.
That was fun.
Yeah, I liked it.
That was really
Um,
fun.
you got Bond falling out of the sky. That's a reference to Moonraker. Bond falling out of the sky with a without a
Oh,
parachute.
dude.
There's your
Yes.
Moonraker
Yep.
reference.
I
So
forgot all about that part of the
I
game.
did too.
and I'm really glad that you brought that up because like in Moonraker in the pre-title sequence where that occurs, I always thought, man, why has this not been in a video game? And now it has.
Now it has.
It was a really cool sequence.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. Um, like really, go ahead, Colton.
The DBS chase scene, drive scene, or whatever, probably like my top tier, like favorite thing in the game, honestly. Like, I really enjoyed that. Just throwing that out there.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it was really fun. I actually replayed that specific part a lot.
I'm gonna sometime this week. Like, I know for sure I am.
So the level in Vietnam is probably the one that's closest to the Hitman games. Like in Hitman, say you would be like, there is several levels where you go to like hotels or resorts and you'll have to kill like multiple targets. Kind of like the way Bond has to go put trackers on three people. In Hitman, it would be like eliminate three people. And you'd have to go and like get into like certain areas, like the way Bond has to sneak into areas. It really reminded me of Hitman the most in this level.
Yeah.
Um, Even some of the ways that like Bond, you know, ingratiated himself into these people's lives, like becoming a bartender. Well, you can do that in the Hitman games, or like getting the yoga mat to sneak into that one guy's villa.
I didn't do that.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't.
you can get a
Really?
yoga mat. Yeah.
Hmm.
No, I did that. I'm
Okay.
surprised Caleb didn't do that.
Real quick, which guy are you talking about?
So not Ellis, not the goofy uh drunk dude, but like the I guess maybe like the black guy, Dominican guy, whatever,
Yeah, I
like
know who you're
a
talking about. I think I just scaled a wall or something, like climbed around his pool.
yeah.
It's something like that. But yeah,
Well,
I didn't know you could like get a yoga mat to gain entrance.
yeah, if you get the yoga mat, you don't have to fight all the guys and you don't have to sneak around. You can just walk right in. But like the way I did it the first time was I went in and had to like beat the crap out of everyone there. And then I walked in.
My first playthrough, that's how I got through most
Yeah.
levels.
Yeah, I was just going, I guess Daniel Craig Bond.
I was going to say very much Daniel Craig style.
Um, but whenever we get knocked out, because Damien, shows up and he's, they're shooting the place up. You got to go rescue people. And then we get knocked out and we wake up and, we're at the
The rock,
construction. The what?
the rock quarry.
Yeah. And I really like this part of the game. This part of the game reminded me a lot of Bloodstone, but like it's better than Bloodstone. Um, and also, I love the part where you drive the dump truck. In Bloodstone, you chase a dump truck. You're driving a tow truck and you chase a
I
dump
remember.
truck.
Yeah, I remember that now. Yeah.
But in this one, I'm glad we're in the dump truck. It's just I feel like really my only complaint about a lot of this is it's just not long enough. Like, dude, I could have had like a whole level of driving the freaking dump truck and
Oh yeah, for
like
sure.
taking out build like you could drive through buildings with that thing. Like, I mean, I know that's not exactly the most super spy thing to do, but like,
But it's the most James Bond
yeah,
thing.
it's definitely the most Pierce Brosnan James Bond thing to do. I mean, like, um, but like I really like that level, and of course, this is the last we see of Greenway. And I love how Greenway gets his own little gun barrel moment where he like spins around to shoot, like Bond does in the gun barrel, and that's
Dude,
when he gets shot as well. Like,
I yeah, that's what
um,
that was. I
uh,
just realized that.
but like, I mean, it's another point where I probably would say I shed a little tear at it. Whenever you have them, Bond like it's just sitting there with him.
Yeah.
And of course, we got the chainsaw scene where Damien's about to, chainsaw Bond into bits. But
Greenway saves the day.
yep.
The
Um,
whole the whole sequence of like Greenway just sniping fools is just incredible.
yeah, like I mean, getting kills left and right. Like I mean,
He was talented. Like he
oh
was
yeah.
on his money.
I'm gonna be honest with you. One thing that I was really expecting was I was expecting at the end of the game for M to be like, you know, um, 007 was Greenway's 00 number, and
I expected that too.
I figured Bond was going to be like, well, I'm going to take his number, but that didn't happen, obviously. But I was really thinking it was, but didn't turn out to be like that. But anyway, I think we're in Antarctica the next level, right?
Before we cover Antarctica, who was your Bond girl for this game?
Shoot, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. This chick that you meet in Vietnam,
Lorca.
Yes,
Yeah,
like by far, like
they did Lorca really well. I was sad we didn't get to say goodbye to
yeah.
her.
I think she was probably the best looking of all the ladies in the game. Um, let's see who else. I mean, but like that being said, I think Cressida or whatever her name is, I think she's. I mean, as far as pixelated digital women go, I think
Well,
she's.
I'm just viewing this like I would view a film.
Yeah,
Uh, This is a film for me, if that makes sense.
yeah, I understand. Well, from those bond groups we're part of, Colton, I can see that a lot of people are going wild for Lorca on there.
Brother, I don't blame them.
um, what about you, Caleb? Who's your favorite of the Bond
Oh,
girls in
the
the game?
the lady that you check in with at the resort.
Yes.
You sign your name.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
lady behind the counter.
You're talking about that woman?
The one who hands you the book to sign your name.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't remember her
the
name.
one who works there.
Yeah, yeah, I'm picking up what you're putting down. Yeah, she really had pretty fingers.
Just polite.
Very nice lady.
Yeah.
I believe you're talking about Mrs. Janice Underswell.
I didn't catch her name.
Okay, well, now you know. You can look her up in the credits now.
Sure. Yeah.
So
Okay, John.
Antarctica, as as we were saying.
My okay, for real, mine Thea. That's my Bond girl.
F Thea.
Yeah, for real.
Thea was responsible for a lot of bad stuff, bro.
She
Yeah.
a bad girl.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
But you guys have anything else you want to say about this area or anything else I left out of
Um,
Vietnam?
not anything about the level in particular, but I do feel like at some point we should mention the just the gameplay. Like I love
Yeah.
the combat. I love the combat so much.
Yeah,
The
like
hand the hand to hand and the gunplay is so freaking satisfying. It's so
yeah,
smooth.
oh yeah, like it really is smooth. It is very satisfying, I must say. I mean, and that's something else that like whenever people say it's just Hitman, like it's
Who
not though.
cares?
I mean, like
Like
Hitman
even if
don't
it
even have
was,
a
who cares?
yeah, even if it was, who cares? But like Hitman's hand to hand is so different. It's really like quick time events. Whereas this is like a dedicated brawling system, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you're whipping ass in this game. And also the shooting I feel is I mean, I feel like the shooting is a lot more smoother in this game.
I wish I could draw a comparison between this and Hitman, but it's just been so many years since I've actually played a Hitman title.
And
But just just going off, just playing the game, it just feels good to play. Like everything is very intuitive from the hand to hand to the shooting. It feels good.
and I also love how you can like you've got your dart phone and you've got your laser watch and I didn't use some of those. I need to go back and I guess replay the game with different because like I never used the camera or
Okay.
the earbuds.
Yeah. So yeah, neither did I. And actually I keep getting the earbuds. So was that the trip mine or were they the smoke grenade? The earbuds.
The earbuds was the like a flashbang thing that you could throw. It was like a mine, I think. I
Right.
think
That also had the trip
yeah.
capability. Like, yeah, okay.
And
And
what was it? Was it a lighter that was the smoke
maybe.
grenade
Well, my point is like I don't know. I didn't play the game enough to know like the difference, and I wish. Yeah, I'm gonna go back and like really utilize those gadgets. I was gonna ask y'all about the camera. That thing is very. It does a lot of damage. The camera, like it took me by surprise. So during the chess match mission, there's one part where you jump through a window and immediately you got two guys walking towards you, and I take cover and I think that's like the only gadget that I had that was charged or whatever. And I hit the button to use the camera, and I destroyed the whole room. Like it's ridiculous.
I
Um,
definitely didn't use it like almost at all after getting it. Like I was like, this one is not as cool as the other stuff.
No,
like
it's not as cool, but it's like it's so overkill. Like it's so overpowered.
I mean, it's just like there's just inherent benefits that outweigh, others of the laser strap, the missile pin, and the dart phone. I swear that's like there's just I mean they're just better. Like there's
Yeah,
just
I get
more
what you're
like
saying.
there's just more like I guess benefits to using them, especially the laser watch because like straight up you cannot get some collectibles if you don't have that. Like I had to like stop and like go back and select that at QLab and then go like to where I was to get collectibles because you if you don't have the laser watch, you just cannot get some.
The laser watch is so helpful. Like I just thought it was awesome.
Yeah.
I used it a
Um,
lot in some of the bigger fight scenes. Like there'd be so many dudes swarming on you whenever you like mess up like a stealth mission or whatever, and like you disarming somebody else would help you focus on your fight with somebody else. It saved me. I don't know how many times.
like
Same.
I would forget that you could even use it in fights, and I'd be over there like, fighting the crap out of people, and I'd be like, "Oh, hold up, I can use my gadgets here." So I'd be like blinding people, mid fight, and
The first time that you actually get the option to choose what gadgets you get on your watch and your phone, um, I think I think it's before the chess match. Actually, I think that's the first time you get a chance to actually choose your gadgets. And the lady that is standing beside the table where you get your watch. When I got
yeah.
done, I'm walking away, and she goes, interesting," and it bothered me so bad that I turned around and chose different gadgets.
Um,
Making
yeah,
you second guess yourself.
Exactly, yeah.
emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
Yes.
And also like, when you're sneaking around, you can use distractions like turning on a vacuum cleaner and stuff like that. That's from Hitman. You can do that same stuff in Hitman, which I'm glad they
So
brought it back. So
couldn't you also throw objects
yes,
in Hitman to I kind of wish that was in this game.
yeah, it would really like help you in like some of the sneaking parts if you could like throw
Yeah.
stuff and it actually knock people out and not like just
Just get
stagger
their
them like it
attention.
does. Yeah.
I used throwing things at people a lot during fights.
Me
Like
too. It's so
they would
fun.
be beat they would be beating me up and I'd just be like, take a coffee mug, take a coffee mug.
Or like throw your whole gun at them. Like
That's so
Yeah.
fun, dude. That is so funny to me. I
yes.
don't know why, but when he rears back and throws a freaking 12 gauge shotgun at somebody's head, that is so funny.
It is funny, like you're sitting there, like just
Yes.
run out of bullets, just throw the whole thing out.
Yes, dude.
Yeah, I like it as well. Um, I mean, we've seen Bond do that too, like in Casino Royale, whenever he threw his gun at, or what he threw Malaka's
Yeah,
gun. Well, like he threw it at him, and
that's
Bond
right.
caught it, and he threw it back at him and hit him with it.
Yep.
Um,
I really liked how brutal the fights in this game were in general. Like I think they definitely handled the down and gritty and
yeah,
I don't know, like I it definitely felt like a new age approach to Bond. Like that's how Bond should be fighting, more like the Craig style, more like John Wick or Hitman or whoever. Like it makes it very believable
yeah,
compared to like
The,
older movies, I guess.
the fighting does take a lot from the Craig style.
yes.
I'll say, but you also get judo chops in there.
Yeah, like I was gonna say, I would say there's some of Connery's, fighting style in there as well. Like um Or I mean, Connor is more of a brawler than he was, like really into the like. Say, whenever I think of Craig, I think of what is that? What is that Israeli Krav Maga or whatever it's called? The Israeli fighting style that they
Krav
use.
Maga.
Yeah, yeah, Krav Maga. Thank you. I'm gonna sound like
Steven
an idiot
Seagal?
on here now, but
You say Steven Seagal?
Yeah.
oh my god. Hey, Steven Seagal's got a Bond connection, yo.
Oh, is he related to The Rock's grandpa?
No, it was in Never Say Never Again. That was the person who was training Sean
Right.
Connery.
That's right. Yeah. That's
Wow.
crazy to me.
Colton, do you remember that video of like Steven Seagal being set down in a chair and he was like doing his stuff, like moving around in a chair?
No.
Dude,
Yeah.
you got to look it
I know
up,
what
man.
you're talking.
The video that comes to mind when people bring up Steven Seagal is just him in the middle of that karate mat, just like people are coming at him. He's just like pushing them out of the way.
Dude, Steven Seagal's such a meme, dude. Like he's like a real life comic book character. You know what I mean?
He's
It's like
he's the
goofy.
anti Chuck Norris.
You know, this is a Tom Segura bit, but at one point there was a real life chance that if you were in New Orleans, I think it was, and if you got pulled over, there was a real life chance that the cop would be Steven Seagal.
I remember he was a cop down there for a while. I saw some of his clips and stuff.
That's
God,
crazy.
It
Lord have mercy. Like, imagine getting pulled over by that prick. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I will say I enjoy some of his older films.
yeah, like whenever he was like lean and like, wasn't like a fat old man. Yeah,
Exactly.
like whenever he wasn't a fat old man that hangs out with Vladimir Putin and stuff. Yeah, like
And trying to do entire fight scenes from a rolling chair.
yeah. Caleb,
Hey,
did you know what I was
hey,
talking
don't you
about?
judge
Yes,
my
I do.
rolling chair
Yeah.
fight scene.
All right, Caleb, explain it to Colton. Like, thank you.
It's from it's from one of his recent movies, and when I say recent, within like the past 2 decades. So yeah, there's this entire fight scene that goes down, and he's sitting down in a like an office chair the whole time, and it's just ridiculous. You'd have to watch it. It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
you need to watch it. For anybody listening to this, go check out Steven Seagal. Hey, we're probably gonna get sued by Steven Seagal for talking bad about him on here too. Y'all just
You
just
know
letting
what?
y'all
I'm
know.
calling it now. If IO or Amazon doesn't have Steven Seagal as a mini boss in First Light 2 or whatever they call it, and
Probably
you're
second
fighting
life.
him in a rolly chair, like if it's not a Bond fight, I don't know what I'm.
Well, I mean, Colton, like IO has brought celebrities into the Hitman universe to use as targets. Like they got Gary Busey and they got
Are you
Sean Bean and
serious?
like
Oh, that's pretty cool. I mean, I know that. Like, you mean
so.
like Sean Bean, like as Sean Bean,
No, he was like had his own character,
kind of like
but
how they did Lashif.
yes,
Okay.
but
Oh yeah, I saw something about that. That was cool.
yeah, it really was. It's awesome. Um, but so guys, just strictly moving on, just for time's sake, uh, I really liked that there was a part of the game where you're in Antarctica. Like, I mean, you don't really ever see Bond there in the main series, like at all. I think there's some comics where he goes to Antarctica, but like I don't think there's one movie where we see him on that continent. Um, so I really thought that was cool that we see him there, and I guess this is the closest we get, either this or Web Industries in the lair. This is probably the closest we get to like classic Bond, classic villain base. I'm guessing.
Yeah. So what do you guys think of the robot?
I mean,
Like the robots you fight,
Yep.
I think they're too powerful. Like they
I think
guys,
that's a,
there was
I think
seriously
that's
one part where
another
like,
unused plot element from uh
yeah,
Living
like
Daylights.
there was a that was there's a unused script for like Timothy Dalton's third movie where Bond has to pretty much
Okay.
fight the Terminator. I mean, honestly, like
I knew it. I knew it had some ties to Timothy Dalton somehow. But yeah, that's another one of those instances where I was like, this kind of sounds familiar too. But thought that was a bit of a stretch. But I gave it a pass because it's a video game.
Yeah,
So
like I mean, I didn't mind it, but like there was one point where like those things overwhelmed me, and like I was trying to use the recce, the ball,
yeah, that thing was awesome.
and yeah, it was awesome. And like I just like I don't know, there was one part where I could not get that ball to do what I wanted it to, and I was
Yeah, I
like,
know, it's so frustrating.
I was like, oh my God, like what? But once I mastered the ball, um,
Ricky. Yeah.
um, everything worked out pretty good. I am glad they put it in there. I mean, that's just, that's to me, that's a little bit of the fantastical Bond. It actually reminds me of a little bit of like how crazy
James
this
Bond
is
Jr.
part.
Okay.
What?
It gave me James Bond Jr. vibes.
Okay, that and also like it reminds me of like Die Another Day and like everything or nothing. Just that mindset. Like let's go as far out as we can. Let's get as much crazy sci-fi mess as we can. Like which I mean, I'll be straight with you. For me right now, as a Bond fan, I will gladly embrace the fantastical Bond. I used to be a more gritty but hey, you know what? If we want to go freaking science fiction, hey, bring it on. Let's
Now's the time.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like it really is. And I think that's another reason I give it a pass is because like that could happen.
I
Like
was actually talking to somebody the other day, and I really hope this next Bond game, like the sequel, has like, I mean, it's gonna sound goofy, but I hope it's got like a underwater base, like a la Spy Who Loved Me, or like
sure.
a freaking space station that we can go to, or something like. I mean, I just think that'd be really cool, like, or a
Yeah.
I
moon
was
base or
really
something. I mean,
I was really disappointed we didn't get on the submarine.
yeah.
Like I was excited. I would have
Oh
been.
yeah.
I thought that would have been cool. And if they do go to a space station in the second one, man, make it like that one Star Trek J.J. Abrams movie where like they fall from space or whatever. Like they're like fall. You know what? You guys not know what I'm talking about. I'll look up a video and send you guys later. But they're like skydiving from like
I don't. Yeah. Okay. I remember what you're talking about now. Yeah.
it's kind of cool. Sorry to
No.
derail
It's a
that
great
train of
idea.
thought.
No, you're good. Um, and also, guys, like, at the end of this game, Colton just brought up the submarine. At the end of this level, Bond pretty much turns himself into MI6 and gets, arrested. Like, the people that Isla is working for, I'm just going to go ahead and make a prediction. I think she's working for Spectre.
Yeah.
Um, because, like, they even say something about it later on, like, MI6 gets attacked, and somebody says something like, well, the people that Isla was working for, she screwed up one too many times, and she pissed them off or something like that, and they were done with her. So I'm guessing, in my opinion, maybe that's who that was. And M even says, there's a group that's making moves throughout the world, and it keeps me up at night, or she says something like that.
Yeah, like when she was talking about that, I was expecting her to like do a name drop. Like she's fixing to say Spectre, but she never does.
Um, but
So I
maybe
will
we will.
say,
What?
sorry, John, go ahead.
No,
My
go
bad.
ahead, Coach.
I'll say that with the fact that the submarine came up out of the water, looked at her, and then saw that they were coming to get him, and then disappeared. Like that was their plan all along, was for her to have a second chance to get Thea instead. Like regardless of Damien showing up and doing his whole shtick, she was gonna steal Thea.
Um, and speaking of Damien, we've not really discussed him. What do you think about Damien?
Hate that guy.
Freaking psycho, and he
Oh yeah,
Hate him and his
I
daddy.
I just wish there was a scene where Bond just grabbed him by the hair and just cut his hair off. I was so tired of seeing his long hair, like his long luxurious mane.
Well, it was gone at the end of the game.
Yeah, it was, but
Also, his eye was gone.
yeah, he got mangled, didn't he?
Oh yeah, he was ugly. No offense to
dude,
any viewers that may be missing an eye.
Yeah.
it was pretty satisfying when Bond like made all those pops fall on top of him.
Oh
But
yeah.
guys, one thing I want to bring up about MI6, whenever you're in MI6 at the last bit and you're having to defend it, um, like one thing that like I didn't even think about before I played the game. Why have we not had a Bond movie, um, like where the Q Lab, comes under attack and Bond has to use gadgets and stuff to like fight people? I mean,
Dude, they had a really good opportunity to do that in Skyfall. It would
yeah,
just taken like a little bit of tweaking in the
yeah.
script, but yeah, they could have done Home Alone in Q's Lab.
And like, I don't think I've really given that level enough time because I know there's probably a lot more things that you can do in the game to like, I don't know, like kill or incapacitate enemies with the stuff in the Q lab. Um, and
That is the
go ahead.
that is the level I spent the most time on, trying to get through that level without being discovered to get that challenge or whatever. And I couldn't do it. Like, how are you able to not get discovered?
Are you talking to me? It's
Yeah, yeah, because you said you platinum it and it was a challenge.
because I'm James Bond.
Uh,
Oh,
Apparently, because I couldn't do it.
I'm just joking. No, Colton, you don't have to do the challenges to get the platinum trophy.
Oh, okay. Well, dang, dude,
Um,
I was
no,
trying.
like most of the platinum trophy consists of hunting all the freaking cards and the mementos and the intelligence and the legacy items. That's the most. I've still got to go back and do the challenges, which I want to do so I can get the different clothes and the tax sim.
what do you
Well,
think of what do you think of Damien's mech suit?
I mean, like again, this is a die another day. Like it reminded me a lot of Gustav Graves' suit. At the end of the. I mean, not the gold mask, but like just the suit. The suit altogether
Yes,
reminds me of what Gustav Graves was wearing.
but for some reason I buy this one a lot more. I
Yeah,
guess because it doesn't
it
have
does
like
have electricity and
Emperor
Sith lightning
Palpatine
powers.
powers, but
uh, it definitely made it a more interesting boss fight because his other two boss fights weren't as interesting. I don't think. But
they were
also,
just
I think it
hard.
was
They were just hard.
yeah, they were hard. I think this boss fight was easier but
Yeah,
more interesting
yeah,
look.
I'd say that. Yeah.
But it took more crap to get to this one, I guess.
Mm.
So what difficulty level did you boys play this on?
Normal,
Yeah, my first play through, was it called Intended? Is that what it's called?
maybe.
What normal? Yeah, is what
Yeah,
I played it on.
it was intended. That's what it was.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so that's the one I played it on as well. I have seen folks like in the First Light group were complaining about the difficulty, and they took it back to easy mode, which I'm not shaming anybody because
Oh
games are
no, I'm
supposed to
not
be
either.
fun.
There were many times I considered it.
Yeah, okay, it was definitely a challenging but rewarding game.
Yeah.
I'd be interested in the highest difficulty, seeing how I could do that.
Yeah, like I've been thinking about that too. I think I'm gonna play it on the highest difficulty and see how it is.
I'm too scared.
You know what they say about fear? I don't know. I was hoping you guys knew what they said about fear.
Mm-mm. Nope. That's why I play on Intended.
Hey,
Got all the
pain
time in the world to play it on.
pain is in the mind.
Boy, you better be careful throwing that sentence around.
Yeah, Colton, you better watch out.
I'm knocking on wood, guys.
Um, Also, I want to say this. Tomorrow, I will actually be in Savannah.
Oh, nice.
Um, my cousin, David Lonham, died. And the reason
Oh
I bring
man.
him up on this podcast is like whenever I was growing up, David was a big Bond fan. Of course, I know he's my cousin, but he's like 40 years older than me, all right? He was in his 70s. But I
Oh,
remember whenever Daniel Craig was becoming James Bond, like he would print stuff off like from say, news sites and stuff and bring it to church and show me like cuz he knew I was a Bond fan. So
that's really cool.
so
Yeah.
shout out
Sweet, David.
David Lonham.
Yeah.
Sorry for your
Yeah.
loss,
Sorry for your
John.
loss.
Well, thank you, fellas. Appreciate you. But anyway, like back to the Q Lab, we get the Valhalla, um, we get the No Time to Die music. We're doing donuts, shooting everything. Also, something else, another reference. There's a motorcycle with a flamethrower attachment on it there was in the video game Everything or Nothing, which by the way I tried to replicate with my suit tonight.
You did.
Um,
You did.
thank you. Um, this is what Pierce Brosnan wears in one of the levels, or at least my nearest. One of my students from Adult Ed actually gave me this jacket.
Oh
It looks
wow,
good.
Thank you. Um,
cool.
and I actually taught his son in middle school too. So I taught the son and the dad.
Nice.
Um, but in Everything or Nothing, you drive a Triumph motorcycle which has a flamethrower, like which looks like it's on the exhaust, and that's one of my favorite Bond vehicles like ever. I don't care if it's a video game. That's like what I just love it.
That was such a good game.
It was an
That was
amazing
such
game.
a good game.
I was disappointed you couldn't drive that bike in this game.
I know, I was too. I was really expecting to.
Hey,
It showed
yeah,
back up in the desert mission area, like in the
yeah. The model did anyway.
yeah.
Um, so we defeat Damien, and at the end, I really like the end. M's like, well, you're being cleared of all the charges against you. And then she's like, so I guess this makes you 001. And Bond's like, actually, since I was the seventh recruit, it wouldn't be right if I was 001. I would just be 007. So
Yep.
we got our boy finally getting his 00 number. And
It makes a lot of sense, and I kind of teared up.
yeah, another feeling.
What do you guys think about Patrick Gibson as Bond?
A1.
There's a lot of people on these groups and on just Facebook altogether that's saying he should be the next real Bond actor.
If they could straighten
I
his
mean-
hair, I'd be down.
If they would what?
If they could straighten his hair, I'd be down. I think he's got it.
His hair didn't bother me, dude.
Like his
I
hair
get
in the
what you're saying.
game.
It's not like a traditional. Oh, I'm talking. Well, okay, that's true. Yeah, but I've seen the actor like in other stuff.
Yeah,
This-
he's just got like that thick curly
fine.
type hair.
yeah.
I think they needed to put some product in it or do something. So,
I never realized that you were such a hairstylist, Colton.
well,
This
it's because
explains
I'm
a lot.
bald. It's because I'm bald, John.
I'm just joking, Colton.
But I think Patrick Gibbs. If the next Bond movie had him in it, I'd be overjoyed.
There was one part where it's after the free fall mission where he falls out of the plane. And it cuts to the funeral, and it's Bond standing there over the one of the caskets. Man, I see why they cast him as young Dexter, because he really looks like young Dexter there a lot.
Who was cast as young Dexter?
Patrick
Patrick.
Gibson.
No way.
Yes.
I didn't know
Considerably.
that. Wow.
Yes.
Okay. I will
Considerably.
definitely.
Yes.
I'll have to go watch
Yes.
it then.
Yes. Considerably.
Considerably. What's this reference to, John?
Casino Royale. That's what Bond says to Dryden after he shoots him.
Okay.
So, at the very beginning in Iceland, so I know I'm all over the place, but like I said, I've got so many questions. Was that his first kill when you're struggling with that guy with the gun, and it goes off a couple of times, and eventually he like Bond shoots him in the head because he stares at him for a while like
Yeah, maybe it
he's going
was.
through something.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I mean, I think we can deduce
It just
that.
stuck out to me.
Yeah, I think we can deduce that.
Okay. Not that it's that important. It just the game takes a beat,
Yeah.
and he's like, yeah, it looks like he's going through something for a second.
Hey, made him feel it, did he? That's what another thing Dryden says.
Yeah.
Um, and also, like, there's another part in the game when like Isla kills a man, and Bond's like, "You didn't have to do that." So we're not totally at cold-blooded Bond. We still get, he's
That's
still
like
wanting
for
to.
your eyes only Roger Moore Bond.
Yes, yes.
Well, I'm sure if they had done something to our precious Lorca, he would have been there. He would have been that cold-blooded Bond. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry, guys.
Nothing to apologize
Differently.
for, my boy. Um, so yeah, guys, I mean, I'll be honest with you. This game, I really love that it's got the good reviews and, the good critical reception that it has. The only thing I've seen bad about it is people are talking about that it's too short, which I mean, that's really the only critique that I've got. But I honestly, guys, I don't even know if I could say that. I don't even know if I could like get to a point where I could say a Bond game is too long. Like I would just eat it up and would just continue eating it up if they would keep on releasing. Which, looking at IO's track record with Hitman, I figure they're going to release a lot of DLC for it. So I mean, like for instance, I think Hitman 3 came out in 2020 or 2021, and they're still putting stuff out for that game.
Well, that's promising.
Yeah.
Did that
So
come out before or after World of Assassination?
World of Assassination is Hitman, Hitman 2, and Hitman 3 combined.
Oh, okay. So I could buy that and just have all of
Yes.
them.
Yes.
Oh, well,
Oh,
great.
that's good to know.
Um,
It's on
that's what
sale right now for $27.99.
you should get it. Seriously. It's a
I'm
great
I'm
game.
I'm
And if
considering it.
anybody's listening to this and you're on the fence um about the Hitman series, you should totally play those games. They're awesome. Um, just a great series and I mean, really, this World of Assassination really is influenced by Bond quite a bit. The older ones, not so much, but the newer ones, yes. They're very
Shame that
much
it's
influenced.
taken. Sorry, it's a shame that it's taken this long for IO to make a Bond game.
I
Honestly.
know, I know. Like we had to go through, which I mean, I wouldn't trade any of the Bond games.
Oh, of course not.
Um, but like, I really think that the high points was when Rare and EA did their runs.
Mhm.
And I think the low points was when Activision had the series. Like,
Yeah.
and not even all of Activision. Like Bloodstone was good, and like Bloodstone was great. GoldenEye was good, and I'm talking about the GoldenEye remake, not GoldenEye for
Oh,
N64.
you know what? I never played that.
Oh, well, you need to play
It's
it. It's not
yeah.
bad.
Hmm.
I've got it if you ever want to borrow it. I mean, if you got a
What platform?
PS3 or a Wii,
Okay.
but
Um. Yeah, I don't have either one, but we'll figure it out.
What was the last game you mentioned?
GoldenEye, the remake.
Caleb, I have it, and I'm in town with you if you need to borrow it. So,
But
You're here?
uh, I live in the same town as you when you are home.
Okay. Okay.
um,
I apologize.
Well, that's fine. I got excited.
but guys, do you know the last time a James Bond console game came out? It's 2012. I was a cart pusher at Walmart.
I
It was
do recall you doing that.
it was 007 Legends. Any of you
Oh,
I
guys
remember
play
you.
that one?
nope.
I remember you telling me about that game coming out before it came out. I do remember you being excited for it.
So I was the only person in Savannah that pre-ordered that game at GameStop. Paid $60 for it. Got it. Beat it in like 4 hours. I was so pissed off, dude. Like,
So, okay. Yeah, I was gonna ask, was it a good game? Okay, I got the answer to that.
okay,
Was
like
it really
I
that short?
yeah, very short game. So it was like you get to play as Daniel Craig's Bond through Goldfinger, on Her Majesty's Secret Service, Moonraker, License to Kill, Die Another Day, and Skyfall.
And
But
it's
but each
while
of
he's
them,
unconscious in the river.
yes.
Yeah.
So, but each of them are only 2 levels apiece, and like they're very quick. I mean, like, guys, I had so much hope for that game. I was like, this is going to be the greatest Bond game ever, and then
Dude, it could have been
yeah,
like
oh, if they did it right. Well, see, what they tried to force it out so it could, be out when
sounds like
Skyfall.
a yep, that
But
sounds like an Activision move.
but I mean that because dude, like whenever it was coming out, I was like, man, they're gonna have DLC of other movies. It's gonna be awesome, and it just was. It just I like the idea, but man, that I mean, and like I can still get something from playing it, but like it's nowhere near as good as any of the EA games or any of the other Activision Bond games or any of the Bond games that came out on the freaking Game Boy Color, honestly. Like, I mean,
Oh wow.
like there's a Game Boy Color James Bond game that's like Zelda. It's Zelda like.
Oh
And
really?
it's actually a really good game. Um, and it beats the crap out of 007 Legends.
What's the name of it?
James Bond 007.
Oh wow. How original.
It's a good game though,
I would have never guessed that one.
No. Yes. Considerably.
considerably. Yay, verily.
Yay, verily.
But yeah, guys, this is like this is like one of the best PS5 games I played, like straight
I
up.
agree. I
This is
I definitely agree.
so, uh, Caleb, how do you think it stands up to other Bond games?
Man, it's so hard to say. It's up there with the best. Like it's up
Yeah,
there with like Agent Under Fire, Not Fire, um, Everything or Nothing.
yeah,
I would definitely put it in the same camp as them.
yeah. Um, I would say the closest this would be to would probably be like Everything or Nothing or Bloodstone.
Okay.
And I mean, I know it's in third person, but it's also pretty similar to Nightfire, some of the things you get to do. Um, but yeah, I think it's every bit as good as those games.
Yeah.
Um, like,
I don't even mind the uh runtime. Like it's paced well.
yeah, it is paced well. And like, there's always new environments, I mean, at least they didn't just reuse, the same crap over and over and over again.
That's another thing. I don't know how the runtime of a game like this is measured, but there's like the replayability. There's so much replayability here, man.
Yeah, well,
Like
that's the way IO's games always are. I mean,
right.
I
And
know I sound like an IO fanboy, but I mean that is the truth. Like they're just they're always like that. Like,
there's just so many different ways to complete a mission. That I really appreciate that.
yeah. Um, but
It's more bang for your buck, really.
yeah.
Yeah. It's a good way to put it.
Oh, and I don't think I showed you this, Caleb. I don't think I showed this at all on here. I showed it to Colton earlier before we started the pod, but there's a steel book, and this is a magnet. Take it
They
off.
came with the pre-order.
Yeah.
Dude, man, I missed out. That's sick.
And this is the box it all comes in.
Dude, what the heck? That's like, can I can I ask how much was that? Oh, wow.
200.
Worth every
Yeah,
penny though.
yeah, it was worth it, man. Like,
Like, because all that stuff looks so well made.
yeah, like it was. I mean, like the day that it was available to pre-order, I pre-ordered it. Like, I mean, it was just like
You
that.
didn't waste no time.
No, like, well, I mean, I didn't want it to like be sold out, so I was like, and honestly, whenever I pre-ordered it, I didn't even see that gold mask version on there. I didn't even know about that until I saw it on Calvin Dyson's channel, and I was like, oh, I didn't even know that was a thing.
You'll get it. You're gonna wind up getting it.
I like if,
I
if
think you're better off with the one you got
oh,
anyway.
oh, oh
No,
yeah, I
you
mean,
want that's the one that I would prefer, honestly. But you're a completionist.
yeah, yeah, you know me. Whenever it comes to Bond, yeah, but well, guys, anybody have anything they want to add before we call it a night?
I just I just want to tell you guys that I had a great experience talking about this game when it came out with you guys and playing it, talking to you guys about it. And I'm glad we finally got together for a podcast about it. So I just want to say it was good getting back together with you guys.
Yeah, most
Yep.
definitely, I agree.
Yep, same. If nothing else, this game brought us back together for another podcast.
It did. It really did. I wish Eric could have got on with us. Honestly.
Did
He
he
hasn't
play?
beat it yet, so
Oh,
Yeah, he's not even
playing
played it. Like, I don't think, has he? Last I
he
talked to him.
he bought it and pre-ordered it, but he was playing the Lego Batman game. Phenomenal game, by the way. If you
I
guys
do want to play that.
Yeah, I want to play
exceptional.
it too.
Like, I love it. It's great. It's not as good as First Light, but it's well worth the order if you're a Batman fan. But he's stuck playing that right now. I think he will get to it eventually, but with having a young daughter and he's doing his fatherly stuff, so I understand why he's behind a little bit.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I mean, can't ever knock a man for being a dad. You know what I mean?
No,
I mean,
definitely
he's
not.
got all the time in the world.
Uh-oh, Caleb.
Oh, I just got alert. His wife said he's been taken out.
Um, so next podcast. What do you guys think about my idea?
Uh, which idea?
I want to do the Alfred Hitchcock presents episode Diamonds Aren't Forever, which has George Lazenby coming back to play pretty much James Bond. But I mean, they can't say his name for rights issues, but I mean, it's pretty much an older George Lazenby coming back.
Oh yeah, I'm down.
And I'm pretty sure we can find it on YouTube. So
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm pretty sure we can like find it for free just on YouTube. So um, I figure we'd watch that and come on here and talk about seeing Lazy. I've not seen it, so this will be new for me as well.
Oh,
Wow,
that'd
something
be
you haven't
fun.
seen?
Yep, something I've not seen either, boys.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, I'm down 100%.
well, all right
I'm
then. We will figure out the specifics of whenever we're going to do this later on. We'll do it on text. And
Okay.
well, anybody else have anything they want to add before we sign off? All right. So, Colton, Caleb, I'm so glad you guys got on. Caleb, thank you so much for
For
letting
lying,
us. For
for
what?
lying to you guys about being on vacation.
Oh well, I appreciate you taking your vacation time to use us. I hope we've not pissed your wife off.
No,
Tell her
no.
we said thank you.
Yes, tell her we said thank you, and I will. I'll buy her a beer the next time I see her.
Buy her a delicatessen
Stainless steel.
in stainless steel. I think that'll make up for it.
All right. So with the delicatessen in stainless steel, we're gonna call it a night, everyone. If you've made it this far, thank you so much. You're a treasure yourself, and make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do all that YouTube stuff for us. Okay. We love you all. I've been Jonathan Lonham,
Colton Flat.
Jonathan Lonham.
and we will see you boys next time.